All my programming projects have an alias in my bash RC. That alias allows me to be able to, once I open up a terminal window, to just type the alias and the directory will automatically be changed to the project directory. Remember the head pointer which I talked about? The head pointer always points to the tip of the current branch. The current branch is the one that's checked out into my work area. When a commit is made, the changes or that commit is placed at the head pointer in the repository. In other words, it is placed right ahead of the current commit which head is pointing to, and then head is moved to point to that new commit. If I check out a branch other than the branch I'm currently on, then head moves to point to that other branch. That way, any commits I make will go to that branch at that location. Git status right here is just about the most important command that you would want to know when you're working on a repository. And make sure that you are in the project directory. In other words, you're in the repository when you issue this command, git status. Another basic git command is the git diff without any options. And the best way for me to describe how this command works or what it does is by example, by telling a story. Let's say first you start with a working directory which matches the repository. Then you change file 1. Then you add file 1 to the staging area. Then you change file 1 some more. And then you do git diff, okay? So what this git diff is going to do is it's going to show you the difference between file 1 and the file 1 that's been either added or already is in the repository. In other words, for the sake of the git diff command, whatever has been added to the staging area, it's as if it's already become part of the repository. As if, not actually it has, but it as if, okay? So the git diff will tell you the different, any changes to file 1 that have happened since the last add of file 1. By the way, what git diff does show, obviously it shows the difference, but what kind of difference does it show? It shows which lines have been added, which lines have been removed, what parts of lines have been modified. It does not show is the, specifying the number of commits that is different from, that are in between. Okay, whatever. Now, you can limit the output to the diff for a specific file. So, for example, if you made changes to 2 or 3 files, but you want to just know what the difference is specifically for that particular file, so like in this case, file 3, then you can give file 3 as an argument to git diff. Okay, now back to where I was describing what the actual output of git diff is. You should contrast it with the output of git status. Git status tells you what happened to each file. Like here it says these 2 files were modified and they need to be added to the staging area. Now contrast that with git diff, where it actually shows you the things inside of the files which have actually changed.